Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can make your own jewelry display cards with the Easy Cards by Packasmile. Now these are actually really cool things, and I'm so excited that we can bring them to you guys. So I have a couple of the examples here, and I'm actually going to show you exactly how each one of these works. But the first thing I want to point out to you is that these are going to be working beautifully with your own business cards. So this is a great chance for you guys to really brand the jewelry that you're going to be selling. So to start off, I want to show you that we actually have a kit that includes the Easy Earring Card Punch Kit. So it's going to include the Leverback, which is going to be this one here. And it's going to do the double post punch as well. And it's going to come with these 25 starter earring kits. So this is actually a great place for you guys to start. It'll come with some pre-cards, so you don't have to mess up your own business cards if you just want to test it out a couple of times. So this is a great thing to do. And you know, as far as I know, we all sell earrings. So this is a great place to start. So I just want to kind of point that out. But we do actually sell all of these individually. They will come without the cards if you purchase them individually. But I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way in case you're curious about trying to get all of these, that you can get the starter pack and then purchase the other two separately. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So this is from Packasmile, and I'm going to start with the double post. Now it will always have that little notch here that'll say double post, and just to help remind you in case you do get all of these and you're like, oh, which one's which? This will help you guys out. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these business cards here, and for the two smaller ones that I'm going to be working with, these take up to 80-pound cardstock weight. So that is just sort of, as you're purchasing those business cards, just keep that in mind. So all I'm going to do is just kind of slide it in there, and you can just sort of see that it just slides in. There's plenty of space in there. And you can center it based on this little sort of ruler that they've created in the front there for you. So just go ahead and center it. And I'm going to push mine all the way to the back so that I can really get a nice even punch there. And just make sure we're even. I'm going to press down a little gently. Definitely remove your fingers and then come over and press down. And we have our earring hole. So nice and easy and super quick. All right, I will say this. You'll definitely want to, if you're going to be doing a lot of these in quick succession, make sure that you allow your punch to rest after about 20 to 25 cards or so. You don't want it to get too exhausted. And actually, I'm going to tell you here in just a moment how you can sharpen these and get these ready for more. So if in case yours dulls a little bit, you'll have that ready to go. So actually, let me show you on the back of this one. You have this little place here where it's going to catch all those extra little pieces of paper. And you can see these are the ones that I did for my card earlier. So I'm going to set those aside. But you can just clean this out as you go. So if it does start to get jammed up in there, that might be a reason as to why it's not punching as cleanly. So make sure that you're cleaning that out regularly. All right, now this one's actually kind of cool. So this you can do a corner necklace. So for this, we're going to have to do 2 punches. So we're going to slip the card right in there, and you're going to kind of feel it hit both sides. So then you're just going to come over and just punch, and then flip it around to the other side here, making sure it's nice and snug in there, and punch again. Really cool, super easy, great for necklaces. It has that nice little rounded notch there for your necklaces, for a nice little chain. All right, so moving right along, so we're gonna do the Leverback now. So you can see this one's a little bit bigger, mostly because it's gonna get a little bit lower on that card there. So again, we're just gonna take one of our cards, we're gonna slip it in and just kind of center it right there. And that one's going to take a little bit more. That's why I put it on the table, just because those hole punches are a little bit larger. So you can see now that you can actually have those little flaps that will kick out that you can use if you're doing, there we go, if you're doing a nice little sort of lever back where you need that to hang down a little bit. So just a little option there. And again, this does come with the other pack of the earrings. So if you're doing a lot of earrings, I recommend getting the whole pack. All right, now this one's actually kind of cool. So this is a fold-over hang tag. So I'm going to start by doing the punch, and then I'm going to show you the different ways in which you can actually use this type of tag. So again, I'm pushing it all the way to the back there. I'll just kind of show you on the side. There we go. that I'm pushing that card all the way to the back. And then I'm just sort of coming over top, feeling it with my fingers just to make sure that it's nice and centered. But again, if you have a design on your card, you can line it up with this nice little ruler here in front. And it has a nice little arrow as well. So if you just want to kind of take a look at that real quick. So very cool. All right, so again, I'm going to leave this one on the table. It's going to be another harder punch. So I'm going to safely put one hand down and I'm going to press until I feel a little bit of resistance just to make sure my card's not going to slip and slide. There we go. And now I'm going to come over and press swiftly down once. All right, there we go. So that is our punch. Now the cool thing about this guy is that you're probably wondering what kind of shape that is. Well, it's to fold over so that you can create a nice little hanging tag. So let's say you wanted to sell beads. We've all seen it where you can put that little tiny plastic bag here, but you could also fold it up here and then use this as a hanging either on the front or the back. So if you wanted to kind of wrap some jewelry through there so that you could still hang this tag, but it would just be a little bit lower there. So just some really fun, cool stuff. And you can actually see that I punched mine just a little bit off, so I didn't do my proper centering, and I apologize about that. But this is kind of a cool little fun little hanging tag that you can use for just a lot of different things. It'll kind of help get your jewelry retail ready. So again, these are the little cards that come with the pack of the earrings. And for the small ones, you're going to be able to do up to an 80-pound cardstock. For these bigger ones, you'll get away with up to a 100-pound cardstock. So keep that in mind when you are ordering your business cards that you want to use or your kind of flag cards that you want to use. Okay, the last thing I'll say is that to sharpen these, what you can do is you can take actually a piece of aluminum foil and just sort of fold it in half and just punch it a few times just to kind of get that through. And of course, you're going to want to make sure that you get this eliminated in the back. You're going to kind of take it out. But just go ahead and just fold it and just punch it a couple of times. And then what I recommend is punch through wax paper for a little bit of a smoother cutting. You can see that some of these are a little tougher, but if you just punch a nice little piece of wax paper, you'll get rid of that. So just kind of some fun stuff. Have fun with this, guys. Happy branding of all of your beautiful jewelry that you're going to get out there and sell. And you can get all of these supplies and see even more tutorial videos by heading over to Beadaholique.com. And of course, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below.